Hello, how y'all doing? For y'all that don't know me, my name is Shalissa, and I'm just on here telling my story about all the toxic and narcissistic relationships that I've been in my life, and this one last relationship that really took me through the ringer and finally woke me up to realize what is actually happening to me. Because if you have not dealt with a narcissist before, you can't even imagine. You'll sit there and tell yourself, child, I wouldn't have put up with that. Child would have left a long time ago. Well, it really ain't that easy. We will say those things, but if it ain't happening to you, I'm telling you, you think walking away is just that easy as, okay, well, I'm gonna walk away. You can if you catch it like in the beginning, but if you go in it and they gaslight you good enough, baby, you all in. Ain't no going nowhere. Ain't no going nowhere. But for those of y'all who are strong and who can just chunk that junk out the window and be like, oh, y'all ain't phasing me with this, I'm gonna go ahead and leave and, get my life together and move on to somebody else. For the ones who can do that, I'm proud of you. I want to be like you when I get older. But since I'm not, I'm working to get there slowly but surely. It's a journey that we as people who've been in these toxic relationships have to go through to get to a certain place where God wants us to be. Maybe it's because we don't love ourselves enough like we should be. Maybe we don't stand up for ourselves like we should stand up for ourselves. And maybe we let people just do whatever they want to do to us, and we find fault in it for ourselves instead of letting them take the accountability for the things they're doing to us. And we just, kind-hearted people who just want to help people, or who want to see the best in people and think that things are going to change. Don't always change, and we had to find those things out. Even though you're strong, because I'm gonna just say it's me. I ain't gonna say it's you, but you might be that strong, but a lot of us wasn't. And some of us, it had to be that journey to get us to where we are right now to this day. Because I'm telling you, the things that I've allowed just recently, I ain't allowing that no more. I'm not for the play tug of war with nobody else. I'm not. That's what it is for me. It's the tug of war. I'm pulling to love you and give you everything I got in me, and you steady pulling away because you don't want to be here. I'm not forcing nobody else to be with me. I'm not for to play these mind games with nobody to be with me. Not gonna have me sitting here feeling like, oh, I'm your lady, but deep down inside, I'm nobody to you. I'm in this relationship by myself. I'm tired of those one-sided relationships. I'm tired of all the drama, the lies, the cheating, all of that. Anything that's unhealthy and toxic, I don't want it no more. I'm good. I'm good with me, my little flowers, my bed at night, and my TV. I'm good with all of that before I accept any of that again. So I'm just here telling y'all my story and venting about the things that I went through that I could not open up and say to these people who I was dealing with, because I got shut down every time I went to express my feelings to them. My feelings did not matter. So I'm coming from a place where I had to be quiet, and now I'm not being quiet no more. And I'm not worried about none of them that's in my story that I'm telling them about. Because who gonna check me? Not now one of them, because where they gonna find, where's the lie? Tell me where the lies at. Before you come checking me, tell me where the lies are. So that's why I don't mind getting on here telling my story, because ain't now one of them gonna come back and check me, because they know I ain't lying. I ain't lying about none of it. I ain't did nothing but try to be good to these people who did not want a good woman. Just wanted somebody they could use. And that's all I was to them. Was somebody they could use, because I have a good heart. I'm kind. I'm sweet. You know what I'm saying? I try to help people. And that's what they fed on. Which drove me into a place where I felt crazy. And now that I'm out here expressing myself and telling my story, I'm seeing that I'm not by myself, Lord. Y'all just don't know how sane I feel now. Because at that point, I thought I was crazy and that I couldn't tell people what I was really going through, because nobody would understand it. All they're going to say is, well, you put yourself in that position. Yes, I did. because I could have walked away, but I was in love. I thought that they was loving me, but they all had flaws. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody come with flaws, but I just thought that things would turn around in these relationships, and they didn't, is what I found out. So I had to go through my journey the way that I went through my journey to get where I needed to be. And where I am now is where I needed to be years ago. But I didn't know how to love myself then. All I knew how to do was love other people. And so now I'm learning to love myself, and it feels so good, y'all. It feels so good. So when I say fall in love with yourself every day, one step at a time, if it take little itty bitty steps, and as long as you loving on you and you trying, I'm good with that. I'm good with that because I'm telling you, it took me a long time. Even with my son. I would go to the store and debate, have life-changing, like making life decisions on whether I want to buy myself a funky little shirt. Then when I pick the shirt up and I get to the register, you best believe I done picked my son up 15 million things in the store while I'm shopping. But that one little thing I wanted for myself, I didn't feel like I was worthy of it. So I started right there. That was the first place I started with learning to love myself. And that had to do with me in the inside, because that didn't have nothing to do with nobody. That's just how I felt. That's just how I was as a mom. Like, as long as my child have everything he needs, I'm good with what I got. I don't have much. I need a whole lot of stuff, but I ain't gonna worry about me right now. I'm gonna just get my son this. All good parents do that. So that's why I would beat myself up a lot. So now when I go to the store, if I want it for myself, I'm gonna get it, and I'm not gonna have no regrets. I'm not gonna get to the register, put my stuff back, and keep everything else for everybody else. No. I done spent on my son. He's good. So if I want to go get a shirt, or get me some perfume, or buy me some hair, or get me some nail stuff, because that's my little addiction right now, is nail stuff. If I want to go and buy me a piece of polish, I'm gonna go get it with no problem. And nobody better not say nothing to me, because I work hard for the money to go and get these things that I want. I thought about you too. So don't come for me. But yeah, love on yourself, even if it's small. Start small and get big after a while. Because once you get comfortable with doing for yourself, it'll flow more easier as time goes. I go out to eat by myself, y'all. I don't need nobody to come. I don't need no tag team. I don't need no cheerleaders. I don't need nothing. I will go sit down somewhere and eat food by myself. Me and my journal, or me and my phone. Sit right to the table, and people be so uncomfortable with me hanging out by myself. Even when I go to the restaurants, they're like, you want to come sit over here with me? No, I'm good. I'm just here relaxing, doing me, being at peace with me. I'm not antisocial. I just like being by myself. I really do. So I don't need a man. I've always wanted a man. Never needed a man. Because even in a relationship, I can do things by myself. I didn't need my man to always be under my behind. I didn't. But that's probably where I got cheated on a lot too, because I gave a lot of space and opportunity, because I don't sweat nobody. That's not the type of person I am. If you clearly say to me you don't want to be with me, I will leave you alone. I will leave you alone and go on about my business. But if you're not saying that to me and you're showing that you want to be with me, I'm going to think we together. That's just real. I'm going to think we together. But I ain't never begged nobody to be with me. You know what I'm saying? So people be coming in the comments sometimes, and yeah, I understand everybody don't know the story or whatever, but I got a lot of videos on here that you can go back through and you can catch up. Because jumping in at the first video that you seen, you will be lost in the sauce. You will be. And I take accountability for everything. That I don't have a problem with. What I have control over, I take control. If I don't have control, that ain't my problem. I can't fix that. All I can do is work on myself. So, you know what I'm saying? Just love on yourself, because it is the most powerful, beautifulest thing that you could ever do in your healing journey is love on yourself. And that's what I'm learning, y'all. I'm telling y'all, planting stuff, singing, doing my nails, watching TV, and not having an extra responsibility right now feels pretty daggone good to me. It really do. And I'm supposed to be telling the story of how I became homeless, y'all, but I done got so sidetracked. Maybe somebody needed to hear it, and then too I needed to clear up some things, because I have gotten some comments. Not that these comments don't put no pressure on me whatsoever, but I do understand some people come in and they see this one story and they don't see all the others, and then they think to themselves, well, why is she putting all the blame on him? Where's her accountability? You got to go back into the videos to catch what's actually going on, because this thing is broken down in different places. And 1 minute I might be telling the story about that and telling the story about another thing. So you just got to go back to the beginning and watch all those videos and then catch up to the present time, because it's so much. I'm talking about 4 different relationships on this page. So you will be lost in the sauce if you come in on just any random video. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. You don't have to watch all the videos. Watch what you want to watch. But I'm just saying, if you want to know before you jump in the comments what's really going on, go back and watch the videos. It's all there. I'm telling you, I take my accountability for whatever I need to take my accountability for. So I'm just here voicing my side of the story that I could not get out when I was trying to talk to these people who was toxic and get them to hear me out. So since I wasn't able to do that, I'm telling my story. So, like I said, make sure you love yourself and do whatever makes you happy. That's what I'm doing. That's why sometimes you see me singing, I'm doing nails, all that good stuff. My page is not one thing only. It's not all about narcs. It's about some of everything that I enjoy doing. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy singing, doing hair. Well, I don't enjoy doing hair. I just do hair to make extra money. But, you know, it's a lot of things that I'll be bringing to this page. And so, you know, just if you feeling it, you feeling it. If you ain't, you ain't. I get it. It's fine. But, yeah, I'm telling you, y'all, we got to love ourselves. And we got to stay prayed up. That's number one. Staying prayed up. I don't care what else you got to do or what you ain't did yet, but praying is one of the most important things that you got to do. That's definitely going to help you in your healing journey. Because I'm telling you, without prayer, without God, without any of those things, I would not be here right now. I would be in a grave somewhere sleeping. I'm telling you, it's just that deep. And if you ain't dealt with a narcissist before, trust me, it ain't something you want to do. It ain't. It ain't something you want to do. I'm telling you, this thing is a whole nother level of you got me jacked up. That's what it is. A whole nother level of you got me jacked up. So I'll be back with how I became homeless. Y'all stay tuned. Love you guys. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. And remember, fall in love with yourself every day because you deserve it. Mwah.